Trying time once again for Bobcat Central. Ashley Washburn joining us this morning. It was an interesting weekend for both the men's and women's teams from Montana State University. Men on the road. Let's kind of recap those wins for the Cats.
Well, let's start with the men because they're on the road. Yeah, it was an interesting week, especially if you start with that first game at Portland State. They were out with Jabril Bello for a very long time. He ended up, tearing some webbing actually in the middle of his fingers. And we were talking to Danny Sprinkle earlier this week about that incident. And I guess he was going after a ball and ended up not getting the ball. And Danny Sprinkle was like, "Why did you not catch that?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." They get off the bench, and all of a sudden, I guess there was just kind of some, there was a lot of blood that was just going everywhere. So they ended up taking him to the ER. He got stitched up and got some glue stuck between his fingers as well. Wanted to come back into that game, but he didn't. But it was a really great game in a sense of you got to see the depth on that bench because Darius Brown also got into some foul trouble, and he's a guy that's really been able to put the team on his back the last couple weeks. And so you saw Robert Ford step up and some other players, and so you were able to pull out the win on the road at Portland State in a venue. I guess if you look at the attendance of both games, Portland State and Sacramento State, you say, oh, it was maybe 2,000 people that showed up to those games. But those are arenas that only fit 1,000 to 2,000 people. So it was, the crowd was absolutely against them, but they were able to pull it out.
For the women back at home, I'm thinking back to Saturday's game. Dig yourself a pretty good hole at the start of that game. Come back and pull out a win. The only score that matters is the one when the final horn goes off. And for the Cats, they pick up that 1-point win against a really pretty good Sac State team.
A 17-point deficit, which is the biggest deficit Tricia Binford has ever come back from in her tenure at Montana State. Wow. And I talked to her and I was like, is that a good thing to add on the resume? And she's like, well, that's mixed feelings about it because you never want to be down that much, but at least you were able to come back. But if we even start, earlier in the week, Montana State was battling more than just the teams that they were playing. They were having a little flu bug go around the team, and on Thursday, if you took a look at that bench, it was completely depleted. They had 3 people on there. They had a freshman dress out who has not dressed out all season just because they wanted another body on the floor if they needed to. And that was also a really, really slow start to that game. It was, a couple-point differential at the half. But they were able to come out in that third quarter, a really big run to, eventually pull out a 12-point victory against Portland State. And again, on Saturday, they were down 17 points, brought it within 13 at the half, but then it was that 10-0 start in the third quarter that ultimately was able to help them pull out a 1-point victory. And that is now 3 games straight where you've seen such a strong second half start be able to pull out a win for Montana State. And, I feel like I can remember we were talking just, maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and we were talking about how hard of a time that they were having out of halftime. And now here they are at a strength, and it's definitely a strength that you want to keep consistent heading in to this second half now of Big Sky play, because once you get to the conference championships, and which is a couple weeks now in Boise, Idaho, you're going to need to come out in that third quarter because I can promise you that it's a big pool of really good teams this year in the Big Sky Conference, and it's that team that's going to come out in the second half that's going to eventually win that tournament.
We've talked about it all season long, it seems like, is the different faces who rise to the challenge on any given game. For both the men and the women this week. If it wasn't for that, we would be having a different conversation this morning about how that went. That has got to be a really nice feeling for both those coaches to say, all right, not everybody's going to have a great day every single day, but we got enough people that can step it up and get us to that final horn.
And I think there's a lot of really great things that you can take away from that, because a lot of it comes down to the chemistry. Everyone, really supports each other. Everyone believes in each other, because, if you're seeing, like, if we look at the women, Darian White's only maybe scoring 5 points a game because, of course, they're going to, the opposing teams are going to try to take her away as much as possible. But you have that trust in your team that Grace Beasley can step up. Caitlin Lamardo can step up. This week, it was Cola Badbear that stepped up. I mean, that Thursday game, she scored 15 of her 17 points in the second half to help Montana State pull out a win. And then same on Saturday, it was 11 of her 17. To eventually get that 1-point victory. And so, it's on any given day that somebody's stepping up. And then same for the men. We were talking about the depth. And specifically the Saturday game at Sacramento State, that was a very close game. Montana State almost dropped that one on the road. But Raekwon Battle, we talk about those flash plays, those dunks. I mean, they're just awesome. But then you see him go 12 for 12 on the charity stripe. You see him put up 32 points. I mean, we were talking about it with Keaton earlier this week of, we still have not seen a Montana State player win a Big Sky Player of the Week accolade. You're hoping it's this week, because 32 points in a game to pull out a win on the road, that's, something to honor for sure.
We'll continue to watch for that. women's team going to get a lot of together time this week as they head out on the road, and none of it's going to be on the floor. A lot of it's just going to be sitting next to each other, riding around and flying around. A fairly substantial road trip for the ladies.
Yeah, they were battle tested this past week, of course, dealing with some of the sicknesses, and they're going to be battle tested again off the floor as well with, all the traveling. It's not an easy road trip that they're about to do. They're going to go to Flagstaff first, but since they don't charter, they got to go to Phoenix, then drive up to Flagstaff, then drive back, then fly. We were trying to figure out if it was Denver, if it was Loveland, Colorado, but that's a Northern Colorado game. So tough travel road test, but also some tough games, especially the Northern Arizona game. That's the last team Montana State has lost to so far. That was a January game, and it really came down to points off fast breaks, with which NAU was able to pull out that game. And then you go to Northern Colorado, and it was a 21-point victory for the Bobcats that first go around, but you've got to not be complacent, because now you're heading into the second half of the season with a huge target on your back, because, of course they don't want to see Montana State, win back-to-back championships. And they've got a 1.5 game lead right now, so it really starts these last 8 games, which is crazy to think that they're on the second half already.
Unbelievable for me as well. Again, Ashley Washburn joining us this morning. Bobcat Central, we'll catch up with you next week and see how things went on the road for the women's team and back at home for the men.
And hopefully it'll be another back-to-back sweep.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see it as well. Ashley, thank you very much. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Montana This Morning.